Research has shown that there are basically two ways to learn any concept and maximize all the benefit it offers. The first is through experience, and the second is through example. An example has been found to be the best teacher in the world, or the best teacher in life. You know why? In mathematics, for instance, when a teacher is teaching students or pupils a concept in mathematics, and he or she keep explaining this concept and the children did not understand, the moment the teacher writes example on the board and then begin to use an example to explain the concept, you will start hearing exclamation from the children. Oh, now I see. Oh, I understand it now. Oh, it's simple. Wow, this is good. Have you had that kind of experience before? Good. I know you must have experienced it before. This simply shows you how good examples can bring to life every lesson that you are taught. Today, I will be sharing with you a story or a biography of a young boy who came into the world of technology and made something amazing. He started as a beginner, just like every other person, including you watching me now. And he has grown to become a phenomenal personality. The project he has created and him as a person. His story drives home a lot of examples or a lot of lessons that we can learn from. So, I'd like to share with you the story of Mark Zuckerberg, the Facebook guy. Yes, I know the name sounds familiar and you must have heard a lot about him. But let me give you a little insight about this young man and how his project has brought transformation into the world of technology. And you will learn a lot from his life. Now, let's talk more about Facebook and the person who created this amazing app. Facebook, as we all know, was just a college messaging app. But as of today, it has moved from just being a college messaging app to become one of the prominent apps in the world. And the story of how this transformation came to be is what we'll be looking at. Now, the person who created this app is a young man named Mark Zuckerberg. Mike was born in 1984 by the Zuckerberg family. He grew up in a Hudson River town called Davis Ferry in North New York City. He was brought up in a very supportive family, or rather, he came from an amazing supportive family as the only boy in the midst of 3 girls. In other words, he is the only boy in the midst of 4 children. His parents loved him and called him a prince and treated him as one. At the age of 9, Mark Zuckerberg taught himself his first programming language called C++. And at grade 9, which is equivalent to primary 6 in Nigeria or Africa, he produced his first app called the Risk Game. This app was a digital version of a book he read called The Risk. Mike later developed another app called Zopnet, which he designed for his family's computer system to connect and talk to each other. His father, who also was a dentistry, used the same app to communicate with his receptionist. At high school, Philip Extra Academy, which is equivalent to secondary school in Nigerian version, Mike teamed up with his friend called Adam DeAngelo to create a music website called Snapped. And this music website was made to suggest or recommend different music for any interested person. After this, he began to get offers. Companies and organizations begin to throw offers at him to employ him into their team so he can create or manufacture things for them. But no, this young boy didn't sublime to this. He went further to enroll in Harvard College. College is equivalent to higher institution or university in Nigeria. And during his first year in the college, Mike Zuckerberg took his coding skills into another level by creating a website. He hacked into the information system of the college and gathered student pictures, which he used to create an app called the Face Mash. This site enables students to vote the most beautiful woman of their choice. But this website did not last long. Why? Because Mike illegally hacked into the information system of Harvard College and gathered pictures of students without their permission and published them in these various websites. So when the reaction was becoming unbearable, he shut down the site. This experience did not deter him. Mark has made up his mind that he was going to develop an app and a software with his coding skill. So when his 3 friends and roommates shared with him their ideas of a site that they have been attempting to develop called the Harvard Connection.
Was an idea that I'd come up with when I was a junior in college. This was at the end of 2002.
The team had been building the site for nearly a year. 2 of their original programmers had moved on, and they desperately needed a new partner.
The 3 of us are not computer programmers by trade or practice. We did need an actual programmer to write the actual hard lines of code, and we thought Mark was that guy.
He took the idea from them and went ahead to develop the Facebook app without involving them, and it was launched on February 2004. His friends who shared the idea with him became upset when they saw that Mike has coded their idea into an app. They then sued him to court, and Mike later settled them by giving them 1.2 Facebook shares. Today, Facebook has grown so much such that Yahoo offered to bought it over with $1 billion, and all the partners wanted to sell it, but Mike Zuckerberg said no and continued to nurture and build the app to the extent that the app now have Facebook Marketplace. The app now have different games that is associated with the app. It now have Messenger, and the app have also bought over other apps called today as the Meta ecosystem. That is, it has bought over the Instagram app as well as the WhatsApp app. Facebook has grown to become a platform and not just an app. With this, I know you have learned a lot about the value of coding and how that when you don't know how to code, you might miss golden or valuable opportunities. So, tell me 5 lessons that you have learned from Mike Zuckerberg's biography and how he has used his coding skills to develop this amazing platform that everybody is now connected to.